Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Should Scrapper. So today I am back with a two-page layout using the legendary collection from Coco Vanilla Studios. You may be seeing a lot of this collection over the next few weeks because one, I had to move my craft stuff inside and only brought in a handful of collections, quite a few actually. But then also, I saw that Coco Vanilla Studios is coming out with another boy collection at the end of February, I believe. And I figured I better start using up what I have. I've kind of been hoarding this collection. I have quite a bit of it. So I am trying to use it up so I can at least feel better about buying the new collection. So I had this matte paper. It was a piece of scrap. And so I gutted that border paper, but then I realized that it was kind of the exact same size and there was no overlap. And so what I had to do is just back that matte paper just with a plain black. And that allowed me to at least tape it down onto the border. This layout actually has 7 photos between the 2 pages. Another thing with moving inside and not being in the she shed, it has made me almost scrapbook pictures I have been putting off. If you've been following a while, you know that I do tend to scrap chronologically. I am getting out of that here and there, but for the most part, I still am doing chronological order. And I just have not been inspired to scrapbook a lot of these pictures. So being inside and having kind of a limited amount of collections, I guess, it really has kind of motivated me to scrapbook them. So this is kind of going to be the base of this first layout, and honestly, I actually absolutely love the way that it turned out. I am going to come back and embellish, but figured I might as well, get going on page 2. So what I did kind of beforehand is I trimmed down these photos. This is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, I believe. And so I kind of did the same size photos. I placed them diagonally on that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and then I backed that with black just to kind of mimic page 1 as well. I kind of figured, wow, this is going to be kind of a plain layout. So what I decided to do is actually I rip some blue paper the length of that kind of cluster on page 2. So here's where I'm going to do it. So I'm going to kind of rip that. I initially thought maybe I'd have it going the length of the page, but then decided just to make it the length of the photo cluster. And I'm going to put one on each side. So I apologize. I think I finally figured out, after recording quite a few layouts, I think I finally figured out how to get the 2 pages in camera view. So this is before I figured that out. So I apologize that you can't see the entire 2-page layout, but I think I do have it figured out finally. So I am going to gut this piece of paper as well, just because, again, I love this collection, and even though I have a whole kit not even opened yet, I just don't want to waste any of it. So I am going to tape that down and then get to embellishing, which really, it is kind of a simple, I kind of embellished pretty simply, I don't know, on these 2 layouts. On page 1, I really didn't think there was much to do, I guess. I do, as you can see, have 2 of the ephemera packs, and so that really enables me to embellish quite a bit. So I knew I wanted something to cover up the four photo, like the corners of the four photos on page 2, and so I'm going to use that compass. And then really while I was going through the ephemera pack, I was just kind of randomly placing ephemera in places just to see how it would look. And really, in doing so, I kind of embellished the layout that way. I leave page 1 exactly how you see it. I'll get to taping it down in just a minute, but I leave that just like that, and then really the way that you see page 2 as well, the two clusters I have, I do add a little bit extra to those, but it was just kind of a good way to embellish, I guess. Just kind of see, as I was going through the ephemera pack, what I liked and just kind of place it where I thought. And I don't know, it just kind of made it a little easier for me, I guess. So I am going to use this rad kind of flag as well. I might have popped that up on foam tape. I don't really remember. And then there's just some stars in the two collections. So I am going to kind of just tuck some stars here and there. And definitely one on the center of page 2. I like kind of clusters of 3s, and so I kind of only had 2 there, but then also I felt like it needed more embellishing, and so I did add a little tab that I can do the date or the location, and then kind of just embellished around that. Again, just using the sticker sheets. And I think really the only other thing I'm going to use or do are add just a couple of stars. So there's a clear star here that you couldn't see it on the photo, which I didn't really think you could, but I was hoping it would be visible. So I just moved that one down to the bottom cluster and added a light blue heart to the center cluster. And I do think I add another star, not a heart, a star, sorry. Another star to the top cluster there as well. I felt like that gray star just kind of looked like it was hanging out by itself. So I do add another star, but I think that is going to finish off the layout. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If I can find links to the Legendary collection, I will have them down below for you, but it is a little bit older collection, but I will do my best, and I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.